mindsets, right? No matter which carnal of the innumerable carnal mindsets, he's allowed, all right, go ahead, do it. So you can see where it gets you. Okay? But as far as the celestial angels, all right, in the heavens, whether they be on the right hand side or the left hand side, all right, the good so-called good angels or the so-called evil angels, all right, in complete compliance, all right, under the will and order of the Most High God. Okay, so again, that Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 42 and 23. And all these things live and remain forever for all uses, and they are all obedient. All right, they are all obedient to the will and order of the Most High God. All things are double one against another, and he hath made nothing imperfect. All right, so everything is perfect according to the will of the Father. All right, you have the perfect good and you have the perfect bad. All right, and everything in between. All right, so let's go and prove some more. All right, that Satan is controlled by the Most High God, as like unto all his creation. So let's go to Job chapter 1. This is the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 6. It says, and the Lord said unto Satan, behold, oh, you know what? That was chapter 2. Let's go to chapter 1. Job chapter 1, verse 6. It says, now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them, among the sons of God. So, verse 7, and the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth and from walking up and down in it. All right, just as the Most High gave him that power, all right, to do his role, to play his role, to do what he's supposed to do. And he said, that's what I'm doing. All right, going down to and fro from the earth and walking up and down in it. All right, doing my job. Verse 8, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High God and escheweth evil? Then Satan answered the Most High God, the Lord, and said, doth Job fear God for nothing? All right, for naught? All right, here it is. Matter of fact, verse 10, it says, has not thou made a hedge about him? You got a hedge on him, Father, Creator. I can't do nothing. You, Father, you have a hedge about him. You're not giving me the power to do anything to him. So of course he's going to fear you. Of course he's going to love you. Of course he's going to, be perfect and an upright man. All right. You have a hedge about him. All right. Creator. Right. This is what Satan is saying. Has not thou made a hedge about him and about his house and all that he hath on every side? Everything, his person, his family, his possessions, his everything that he has, Father, Creator, you are put a hedge about him. You're protecting him. All right. You're not allowing me. You're not giving me the power to do anything to him or touch any of his possessions. I can't do nothing because you won't allow me, Father. This is what Satan is saying. He said, has not thou made a hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. Verse 11, here goes Satan though. He said, but put forth thy hand now and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. He said, Lord, allow me to do some things to him. All right. Allow me to take some things from him. Allow me to touch him. And he gonna curse you to the face. Right? Verse 12, it says, and the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. You see, now the Most High is giving Satan power now to do something to Job. Because before, Satan couldn't do nothing. He was in complete obedience and compliance of the Father, and he couldn't do nothing to Job. And so that's why Job said, Satan said, I can't do nothing to him. Yeah, of course he gonna be perfect and upright and fear you. All right, because you blessing all that he has, and you got a hedge about him and all that he have. I can't do nothing to him. You haven't given me the power. You see? But right here, now the Most High God is giving Satan, all right, some power to do some things to Job. So check it out. It says in the Lord, verse 12, and the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. You see, he gave him, some power, but with restrictions. All right. He said, nope, you can do this particular thing to him, but don't do that to him. Don't kill him. Don't, touch his person. All right. You can do stuff to his family and to his possessions. All right. But on him, don't mess with him. Right. So again, he gave him some power, but with restrictions. And Satan obeyed because he's under the authority, under the power of the Creator, the Father. And Satan only does what he's allowed. If you don't think so, you don't believe in the Most High God. You don't believe in the power that he truly has. No one goes outside the will of the Father. Not nothing. So now he went and, started doing some things to, to his family and to his possessions, and Job was going through it, right? So let's jump to the second chapter, right? So Job chapter 2, and I'm going to start at 3. So it says, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job? Because he allowed, Satan, the Most High God, allowed Satan to do all those things that he wound up doing to him after the Father gave Satan the power to do that to Job, to take away, this, that, and the other thing, and his family and, some of his family and things of that nature, right? So Job was all jacked up, but he kept his faith and he kept his integrity, and he did not curse the Most High God. So it happened again when the sons of God came. You read verse 2, the first couple of chapters. The sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came and this, that, and the other thing. In verse 3, it says, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like unto him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High God and escheweth evil, and still he holdeth fast his integrity. Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. All right, we playing this little game. All right, Satan, and I allowed you. I gave you power to do the things that you said that if he did it, he would curse me. He would not keep his integrity. But guess what? I allowed it. Without cause. He ain't even do nothing wrong. But guess what? Since we playing this game. All right, I allowed you to do these things. And when you did them, he still didn't curse me. All right, he kept his integrity. All right, you see? So, verse 4, it says, and Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. So Satan now say, you know what? You ain't let me get him. You ain't let me touch him with all kind of ailments or diseases or, whatever the case may be. You didn't allow me to do that. You didn't give me that power, Father. But if you give me that power, that's when he gonna cuss you. That's when he gonna, go wrong, right? So the Most High, verse 6, it says, and the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thine hand. All right, now you can do, something to him and touch his, get him to have all manner of ailments or whatever the case. But it says, and the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life. So he gave Satan more power to do more to Job, yet still with restrictions. All right. And guess what? Satan followed those orders. All right. He didn't go past what the Most High gave him to do. Because again, restrictions, he said, but save his life. Do not kill him. All right. You can give him these different, plagues or ailments or whatever the case may be. Right. And right away, it says, verse 7, so Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot to the crown, to his crown. All right. So Satan was given more power from the Most High God. All right. To do more to him. Again, yet with restrictions. All right. And here it is. Satan did all those things, yet Job still maintained his faith and his integrity. Okay. But the point is that Satan is controlled by the Most High God. Satan ain't rebelling like the fairy tale that you hear. Okay. All things are under the control of the Most High God, and all does his will in heaven and on earth. Okay. So let's go to this Sirach 11 and 14. This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 11, all right, verse 14. And it reads, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord. All right, the Most High's will is being done. Whoever is prospering, that's because the Most High allowed that. Whoever is in adversity, that's the will of the Most High God. Whoever lives and whoever dies is all by the order of the Most High God alone. All right, it's his will that's being done. Whoever is in poverty, will of the Most High God. Whoever is rich right now, it all comes from the Lord, right? And right now, he's allowed the wicked, right, the bad, to be prospering, right, to have riches, to have power right now, because he's doing the work on the righteous. So the righteous have to experience going through adversity, going through poverty. Okay, we have to experience all that. And when our Lord and Savior comes, he says he's coming to exalt those that are abased and abase those that are exalted. Okay, he's about to put the righteous in their rightful place, which is on top, right? And then the bad, the wicked, right, is going to be at the bottom. Okay, so let's continue on. All right, so again, both celestial beings, all right, the heavenly beings, all right, and there's an order of celestial beings, man. All right, even on the good side, there's an order and a rank and file with them. That's why you have the archangels, all right? Then you have another set of angels that does this particular role. Then you have another set of angels, a right-hand side, good angels, that does this particular role. All right, you have the 24 angels, and those that throw off their crowns to and worship the Lord all day long. All right, you have your different sets. All right, and again, your different orders and ranks and files. All right, and then you have the opposite side, the left-hand side angels. All right, and again, all under the control of the Most High God in doing their particular jobs, their particular offices, their particular roles, right? So you have, let's get this Psalms 78. This is the book of Psalms 78 and verse 49. And it reads, he casts upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. You see, by sending evil angels among them. So you have the left hand side, right, and the right hand side. Okay? And it says, by sending evil angels among them. Who sent them? The Most High God. The Most High God is the one who gives the orders of what either side angel's going to do, whether it's the right hand side angels or the left hand side angels, right? And it's the Most High God that controls all. Let's go to this Proverbs, all right, 33 and 13. So you see that the Most High right there, all right, the Most High God, he is the one that's in control of the celestial and the terrestrial, right? So that's why it says here in this Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 33 and 13, all right? So we just proved in that Psalm 78, all right, that the Most High God, of course, he sent evil angels, all right? And then I believe that was during the time of ancient Egyptian, all right, when we were in ancient Egyptian slavery, okay? And so, all those plagues and stuff that happened to those Egyptians, okay? And so again, the Most High God, he controls the celestial and the terrestrial, okay? So again, that's a fairy tale, a fable of Satan rebelling against the Most High God, and he was sent down and cast down into a fiery hell. No. So it's madness. That's not true. And wherever they, try to get some scriptures to substantiate that, they don't understand those particular scriptures that they go to, okay? So, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 33 verse 13, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render unto them as liken him best. You see, to render unto man, creation, as liken the creator best. Okay, that's why it says man is in the hand of him. So you have, the good, and you have the bad, and everything in between. Okay? And it's the will of the Most High God, and he's rendering unto man as liken him best for his movie, for his story, for his will. Okay? And it says, and all are obedient to his will. All right? So if you were one of the wicked and doing all manner of wickedness down here on the earth, well, that was the will of the Father that you do that. Okay? This is Proverbs chapter 21 and 1. It says the king's heart, all right, and the Hebrew word for heart is lab, which means your mind. So the king's heart, the king's mind, is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he, the Most High God, turneth it whithersoever he will. All right, and jumping up to that verse, Proverbs 20 and 24. That's why it says man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? All right. Man's goings are of the Lord. All right. So this is the celestial, terrestrial men, right here on the earth. Goings, steps are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Then we seen how that even the Most High, he controls the celestial beings, the celestial creation as well. Okay, he controls all and none does outside of his will. Okay, when terrestrial, all right, the creation here on the earth do outside of the righteousness of the Most High God, well, it's because the Most High has allowed that right now, all right, for a time. Okay, so you can learn, so you can see where that gets you. Okay, but as far as the celestial, they are all in compliance, right? The heavenly angels, whether it be on the right hand side or on the left hand side, the Most High is in control of all. He's the Most High power, all right? And it's the good news, right, that ultimately the righteous are going to be in power for forever, and it's going to be good for all of creation when the righteous are in power for forever. All right. So I'm gonna end it there. Lord willing, that was edifying, and you can, see past the lies, all right, and the fairy tales and the fables that we've been fed, our entire lives. So this has been Satan is controlled by the Most High God as like unto all creation. So I'm going to end it there. Lord willing, that was edifying. With that, I'm going to give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash, Shalom, and Kwam Yashar.